I want to list the sides of this triangle in order from the shortest side to the longest side. If I rely just on eyesight, it's really hard to tell which side is shorter. Like side RS looks very much the same length as side ST, so I don't really know which one's the shortest. Well, the good news is we have a better way than just, eyesight to figure out which side is shortest. It turns out that the shortest side of a triangle is always going to be across from the smallest angle. So my trick is to find the smallest angle, which in this case the angles were given to me, the smallest one being angle R at 29 degrees, which tells me that side ST, or segment ST, is going to have to be my shortest side. The opposite of that is also true. If I want to find my longest side, well, in this case it's pretty obvious what the longest side is, but mathematically it works out that since 121 is my biggest angle, that's going to be opposite my biggest side. So side RT must be the longest side. And then of course the middle side, will be what's left over, but it's also again going to be that side that's across from the middle size angle. So that's how I can use sides, or angles, sorry, rather. Sorry, what was that side? RS? That's how I can use angles to find, or to order sides from shortest to longest. I can do the reverse as well. If I knew the side lengths, I could label the angles from smallest to biggest, or biggest to smallest. Okay, this next example wants us to draw a picture according to these measurements. So they've given me 3 side lengths, and they've given me the measures of all 3 angles. Well, there's various ways you can draw the problem, so I'm going to draw one example, and we'll kind of talk about what would make a good or bad drawing for this. So let's go ahead and see what they've told me to do with the sides and with the angles. Let's see. I'm given a right angle, and okay, I've got that. That's 90 degrees. I want that to be on top of the triangle, and then I want to make the shortest side on the right of the triangle. So I don't know. Maybe I would just draw something like this. I could say that the right angle's on top if I did that. Also, I suppose I could draw it more like that, with the right angle on top as well. I don't know. Like I said, there's various ways you could draw it. So I'm going to stick with the picture that I drew on the left, just go with that one. So I've labeled my 90-degree angle. I'm going to cross that off. I don't need that anymore. They've also told me to put the shortest side on the right of the triangle, so the shortest side has to be 12. So that's what they've told me. Now you may think, well, I can just put the other numbers wherever I want to, but remember, be careful. The shortest side has to be across from the smallest angle, and the biggest side and the biggest angle. So since 12, that smallest side, is on the right of this, I have to make sure that my smallest angle is opposite that. Well, my smallest angle in the list is 19 degrees, so I have to make sure that that 19 is across from side 12. It's got to be that way or it's not drawn correctly. Well, 90 is my biggest angle, so once again I have to make sure my biggest side is across from there. The biggest side in the list is 37, so make sure that 37 is across from the 90. And finally, I've got the 71-degree angle that's left over. That's my middle angle. It's got to be opposite the middle side. So I mean, that's what I'm looking for. I want to make sure that smallest side and smallest angle are opposite each other. You can't just put the numbers wherever you want to. They have to sort of match up, smallest to smallest and largest to longest, I suppose.